viewport is reducing or increasing, the minimum width of the grid box will be maintained.
Yeah, but the difference is in min width is when you give min width, suppose 600 pixel, this particular styling will be applied to 600 pixel and above 600 pixel. Okay, when you give this background color green to this container and you give min width 600 pixel, this particular styling will be applied to the viewport of having 600 pixel or above 600 pixel. Below 600 pixel it will be not applied. Okay, we saw this example. And now comes to the max width. What is max width? Suppose you give the max width at 600 pixel. This particular styling, whatever styling you have given inside it, this particular styling will be applied up to 600 pixel, means from 0 to till 600 pixel. When you go above 600 pixel it will be not applied. You guys want any example, like one more example in this? I will explain you once again. Do you guys want one more time like explanation about this min width and max width? Just put a message in chat box, I will explain you once again. Okay, what about others?
You can explain shortly.
Okay, so I will explain you this once again. Here I am going to this index.html. See, like first of all I am removing this one. I am targeting this div only and giving some background color as aqua. Okay, so now let's see this. I am giving some width and height also to it. Giving some width 100 pixel and some height 100 pixel. Okay, let me go live. See, it is taking 100 pixel, right? 100 pixel and some aqua color. Okay, so what I want, when someone open this website, like the website which I create just now, just I created one box. Open this website in a, like in a mobile phone. I want to change the color of that container. I want to change its width and height. So for that purpose, I am using @media. Okay, for that I am using @media. So here we have to give. You can use min width or max width also. I am using max width here. Okay, I am giving max width as 600 pixel. So suppose inside it I am giving. I am first of all targeting this div, and inside it I am giving the background color as red. So what does it mean? Like in max width, we already I already told you in max width that particular styling, this particular styling in this case max width, it will be applies up to 600, means from 0 to 600 this red color will be visible. See, it is above 600, so that is why it is not visible. So when I am opening this in like below 600, see, okay, and I am going above 600, just observe these dimensions. Okay, this is your screen size. When I am reducing this screen size below 600 pixel, it is going to red color. See, it is still red color, red color. It will be always be red color till 0 pixel. Okay, it is not going below 52. Okay, like this you can give any kind of any other styling. Yeah, like you can give some more width and height also. Like you can give a border radius to it. I am giving 50%. See, when I am going above 600, it is changing. Similarly, you can use this min width also for it. You can use min width. What min width will do? See, this particular styling will be applied above 600 pixel. From 0 to 600 pixel, it will be visible like this only. This aqua color will be visible. But when you go above 600 pixel, this red color and this border radius will be displayed to you. See it like this. See, I'm above like 600 pixel. So that's why it is showing me this rounded radius and the red color. When I am going below, it is going to be like it's in original format. Getting my point? Now any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What about you, Likesh? Okay. Okay, Harish. So as you guys now comfortable with what is media query, in media query we use min width and max width to give some special styling for special like viewport. Based on the screen size, you can give some like unique things also you can give. And these are the common breakpoints of like phones for tablet and for small desktop. Then we see this like complete example. And then we learn about this visibility control with media queries. In visibility control, we use this like display and then we hide it, and using this media query, we make it visible. Okay. Then after it, like till here we finish our class, right? So now let's come to what is mobile first approach. As I told you, you must have to take care. Like everyone use mobile to open your website. No one opens your website in like in a laptop or in tablet, right? They normally use mobile phone lot of time. So you must have to take care of your website must look good in mobile first. So this is like important thing, right? Why it is important? Because most of the user uses mobile only more than using computer or laptop or tablet. They use mobile phones more. So you first have to you like give mobile first approach. You first have to make sure your website looks good in mobiles. Then you have to move for tablet. Then you can move with laptop. Okay. So how can you make your mobile like your website good in mobile first? Okay, for that purpose we use what min width for it. Like suppose basically you use like it you give the normal styling. See, you give some normal styling like this, right? So by default it will be considered as you are creating this website for mobile phones. Okay, then using this min width you have to create it for laptop. And again using min width you have to create that particular styling for your laptop. Okay, I will tell you here. This is one example, you understand it more clearly after seeing this example. See, this is your base style, right? So by default this base style for your mobile phones. Then you are giving the extra like different styling using this media query and this min width for your bigger screen, that is your for your tablets. After writing the styles for your tablet, then you move to the laptop like this using this min width only. So we have some libraries also for it, like no need to be worried like that much for it. So I'm just removing it. Suppose see here I am giving my that example. What I did here, see here inside this body, I am just removing this div also. Here I am writing my name Fatima. Okay, normally it is targeting in normal styling. This one is your normal styling, right? Without using any media, this one is your normal styling. So in normal styling, I am using the font size as 16 pixel and padding as 1 rep. Okay, so like let me give some background color also. I am using some aqua here. So now using this media query, I am making this particular styling for my tablet. How I am making this particular styling for my tablet? I am giving this min width at 600 pixel. So that's why this particular styling will be applied to above 600 pixel, right? So see this one. I just give the font size as 18 pixel and padding 2. So similarly here I am doing is, see it will be applied from 600 pixel to 900 pixel. Why? Because here in laptop I am using min width as 900 pixel. So that's why this will be applied till 900 pixel only. Right? Okay. So now the font size is 20 pixel, and by like automatically this will becomes for your mobile phones. Why? Because it will be applied from 0 to till 600 pixel. Okay. Let me show you. See, I will give you some more more pixels value. You understand it more clearly. Here I am giving suppose 20 pixel, 20 no, 30 pixel. Here I am giving 40 pixel. Okay. See, this 40 pixel applied for your for your laptop screen sizes. Why? Because here I give 900 pixel. 900 pixel means from 900 to from 900 to any pixel sizes it will be applied. But when I go to this 600 pixel, see just see the this font size. Let me go this above 600 pixel. Just see this font size. This is your 30 pixel, right? When I am going this below 600, this is your 16 pixel, right? This one, this first one. Okay, the font size here is 16 pixels, so that's why it is showing. When you go below 600 pixel, it is giving me like this. So just try to understand it like this. When you want to create your website responsive, like you want to create your website as mobile first approach, you must have to give the styling. This normal styling is for your mobiles, and like this you have to decrease it. You have to go with tablets using this min width. Then after writing the styling of this tablets, you have to move for laptop using the min width also. Okay, when you do it when you try it you understand it more clearly. Okay, this is your by default means you are using the mobile first approach, then you are moving to the bigger screen sizes. Anyone having any doubt in this mobile first approach?
No.
Okay, I can understand. See, this one is like little tricky. When you do the to practice you understand it more clearly. This was the basic the normal by default is for your mobile. You have to move it like this. You have to give the styling for your tablet. Then for your laptops, you have to use this min width for it. Okay. Now comes to the these are the small topics only. Then we will cover our CSS will be covered. So what is calci? See, when you do the addition of some units, in that case you can use this calci. The calci function allows you to perform calculation directly in CSS. Using this calci, you can do the calculation in CSS. How can we do the calculation? Like you can mix up the two different units values. Like suppose if you want to remove from 100%, from 100% you want to remove, like you want to add, or you can add or subtract also. You want to subtract 20 pixels from it. Okay, we can't directly we can't do it like this. For that purpose we use this calci. What calci? The calci function allows you to perform the calculation directly in CSS. Using it you can mix different units. Okay, and you can create your webs like layout responsive also. I will show you this one example, you understand it. See, just here I in this body I took two divs. First one is for box 1 and second one is box 2. Width is 100%. The first box width is complete 100% and the second box width is 100 minus 40 pixels. This is just a text you can say, right? I am removing it. Now I am targeting its class name. Okay, here I just target it the class name box 1. I just give some width and I just give some height, some background color. Okay, just observe it. Inside this font size, I give calci 14 pixel plus 0.5 VW. Means when you increase the viewport, this font size will also automatically increase, right? So here also in box 2, in the width, what I am doing, instead of directly taking this 100%, I am giving minus 40 pixel. See, just observe the output. Okay. See, why I am removing it like this minus 40 pixel instead of like I can give it like this also, right? I can give 98% also. I can give. See, I can give it like this. But instead of it, I'm giving some 40 pixels only. Why? Because in some scenarios, like there will be a button. In some scenarios, like in this empty space, there will be a button of 30 pixels. You have to do the proper calculation for it, right? You can guess the number, you can guess the number, and you can't randomly give like 98%, 97% randomly. You can't give. For that scenario we use this calci. Suppose if there is a button in this empty space which having like 20 pixel of width, you have to give the exact, like you have to give the 10 pixel width between each of this container and the button. So you have to do the calculation perfectly. You can't give the numbers randomly. So in that scenario, we use this calci. Okay, getting my point? Why we use this calci? Okay. So when you have to do the proper calculation, you have to remove it, you have to add it perfectly. In that scenario, we use this calci, and this is the first example. Like, and this in font size also, I am adding 14 pixel plus 0.5 VW. Means when the screen size is getting increased, this font size is will be increased, right? So just observe this font size. Initially, like here I'm when I'm reducing this screen size, this font size is also getting increased or decreased based on the viewport. Why? Because I'm using calci here. Whatever the screen size, it is adding the 0.5 VW inside this font size. Okay, using a RAM or M also you can make your fonts responsive, but this one is also a good approach to make your fonts responsive. Okay, this is just a normal, like using a calci you can do the addition or subtraction between two units, and also you can make like your font size also responsive using it. And now comes to the custom properties, CSS variables. Okay, I will tell you. See, what is CSS variable is, I will tell you with one example. I'm going here. Suppose you have created this website. Okay, you created this website, complete website. Here in this, I gave the most of the color is in purple, right? Almost this one is purple. This is purple. So this is your primary color, right? And the secondary color is your gray color. This one, right? Most of it is gray or white. Let's assume white color. So this one is your secondary primary color, right? Why we are calling this as primary? Because complete website contains most of the part contains this purple color, and the secondary color is your white color, right? Suppose someday you want to change the color of this website. You want to change the color from primary from this purple to red color. So just see how much changes you have to do. You first have to change this color, this button color, this outline color, this color, and this footer also is in purple color, right? You have to do lot of things, right? But to overcome this issue, we use variables for it. You guys already know about what is variable. In JavaScript, we have variables, right? But in CSS also you can use variables to store the like to store your values. For that purpose we use variables. Just assume how much it will be difficult when someday you want to change the color of your website, right? It will be like more difficult. You have to change from each and every value, you have to change it. So for that scenario we use this variables. Wait a minute. So what we are doing, we are just defining which is the your primary color, which is your secondary color, okay, which is your background color. All the basic thing means all the repetitive values, all the repetitive values. Like in this case, we have the repetitive color, that is your background color is purple, right? All the repetitive, which the thing which is repeating again and again, we are storing that in a variable. You guys know what is variable? Variable is just like a container where we can store something, where we can store some value. So here, using this variable concept of CSS, I am storing this color. First of all, how we can we have to use this root, that is colon root, and we have to use this curly brackets. Inside it we have to give the name of our variable. See, this one is your name of your variable, and here I am giving the its value. Okay, so any number of variables you can create. Okay, like you are creating just like a property and value. You can call it as custom properties also. This is your property and this is your value. Okay, you are giving this name by yourself only, and this value also by yourself only. Okay, suppose in some, like I will give you this one example only, you understand it more clearly. See, I am removing this. Let me go here. Where it is? I think it's closed. The tab is closed. Let me go live again. See, in this, I give the primary color. This, just see how I create this. First of all, I create my custom properties. I just create the custom property. This is, you can call it as define global CSS variables also. This is my custom property. Inside this root only you have to do it, colon root and this curly brackets. You are giving the property name and you are giving its value. Okay, this is my property name, that is primary color, secondary color, background color also I am giving, text color, padding, border, anything you can give. So now how we can use it? Suppose inside this here I want to give, I am choosing, you guys know what is background color. So I am giving the background color. Instead of directly giving the value, instead of directly giving like this some background color randomly, like gray something like this, directly giving the value, I am using the variable here. For that I just have to use this var. Inside it will suggest you. Okay, so I am directly choosing it from here. So what it will do, the background color which I give inside it, it will be like replaced with is. Okay, so it will look like this. This color will be applied here. Okay, this color will be applied here. Okay, so suppose here also instead of directly giving some color name, I am using the text color variable. So it will refer this color. Okay, suppose in this case also, like in this h1 I am using color, and using this var I am giving the primary color. So what is my primary color I give? This is my primary color. So this color will be applied here. Okay, so now you guys understand how we can use the variable, right? To use the variables, you just have to define all the basic things, all the repetitive things are used in your website in this, inside this root, and you can use it using this var keyword. Okay, the var, and inside it you just have to call this particular property, and that particular value will be taken for this. Okay, now let's see this one. Suppose for one day I just think I want to change the change the color of it. Okay, I just want to change the complete color of this secondary. Here's the secondary color is this blue color, and the primary, like the primary color is in the blue color and the secondary color is green color, right? So someday I thought to change its color. So instead of changing one by one, so directly I can change the color from here, right? So it will be automatically changed from all where it is used. So I'm giving red here. See, I just change the color only at one time only in one place, but it is changing all other places also. Why? Because I am using variable here. So in secondary color also, see, suppose I am changing its value. I am giving some purple here. Okay, so I'm changing the purple color from the root only, but it will be changed whenever this primary, this secondary color is in used. See, it is used here also, so it will be now in purple. It is also now in purple. So whenever this secondary color is used, it is changing it. See, okay. So that is how if I want to change the color from this purple to red color, I just have to change only one time. It will be like changed from everywhere. I don't have to do change it from here everywhere, right? I just have to change only one time. It will be applied. Why? Because this variable concept make our work more easy. Okay, anyone having any doubt in this variable?
No, it's easy. Sorry, it is comfortable but not easy to understand. I think we should practice.
Yeah, see, like it is very useful, right? You just have to follow some kind of a syntax for it. Like you are able to understand the concept, right? Why we use variable? Like using variable, you can change the particular styling so easily instead of changing it from everywhere. See, from here also you can understand. Instead of changing this color from here, line by line, you can do it directly. When you use this variable concept, you have to use this root. You can give the name of your like property, and you can define some value here, and instead of giving some fixed value, you are using the variables. Okay, just do some practice, you understand it more clearly. Okay guys, anyone wants to ask me anything? Okay, let's move. This like this variable concept is really good, like very much useful, you can say, when you are creating a web application. Like whenever like you are creating web application, you are creating, but your mind will be changed. Like after a year, you are thinking like, let's change the color of my website. You can think like this, right? So always try to make your website like in a good, like in a professional manner. Always try to write the code in a professional way. Don't like put the code whatever you are thinking. Just to write the code in a professional way, so that after a 10 years also, if any someone else are using your code, they can understand it clearly. So always try to give comments properly. Always try to follow the standard formats. Okay, so using this variable is really a good approach. Now comes to what is filters. Like you guys already know about what is filters. Like in your mobile phone cameras also, like when you are clicking a pictures, it will give you some formats, right? Like contrast, gray, black and white color images, right? So all these are filters. Like you can make some website, some images as blur also. So you can do the same thing in your CSS using the CSS also. Okay, just see, I didn't do anything else. I just take one container, inside it I just take one image. Same thing I am following 3-4 times to show you all the properties. I just take one div, giving the class name as container, inside it I am taking one image. Okay, same thing I am repeating 4-5 times. So just see, inside this particular image to this particular image, this image I give the class name as blur. Okay, so I'm making this image blur. How can I make this image blur? Using this filter property. You just have to use this filter property. Let me remove it. First of all, I will show you the output. Okay, just see. This is grayscale invert. You can try it by yourself, right? This is brightness. The contrast images. Okay, like hue, rotate. These are the some things which we rarely use. We mostly use the blur, brightness, contrast, grayscale also. Black and white also we use mostly. And this opacity also we use. Okay. So based on your choice, you can use it. Let me show you. You just have to use this blur prop like filter. I'm using this filter property here. You can it is only giving you all the option, so you can try it by yourself also. So I'm using the blur here. Here you can give how much blurriness you want, how much you want to make this image as blur. So suppose I am giving 2. Let's see this. See, okay, here let's see what type of value we can give it here. Okay, we must have to give it in pixel. Let me give it here as 10 pixel. See, this image becomes blur, right? So as per your choice, you can make any image blur using this filter property, and it will give you lot of options, lot of values. Using it, you can make the changes in your image. If you want to make your image blur, you can use it. Like you can give 20 pixel, like it will be completely blur, right? See, okay, I am giving 2 pixel only. It is changing the images every time. So same way for contrast also, it will give you the contrast value. You can give some percentages, and for gray also you can do it like this. Like for in opacity, I'm giving suppose 100%. Here is your opacity. So suppose if I'm giving this as opacity as 10%, right? It is like complete in mostly opacity like invisible. So means 0 means it will be completely invisible, and 100 means completely visible. So that's why we are giving suppose middle value sum as 40. It is taking some time to load this all the images. Okay. So you guys can try it by yourself also. You just have to use this filter property, and you can use any value, whatever the value you want, and you can give some random numbers. So you can try it by yourself. But the thing is to make your webs like image blur, or you can use for your containers also. Not only for in the image, you can use for containers also, like for the text also. So you can try it. Now moves to the like what is the CSS best practices. See in CSS, like the full form of CSS is cascading style sheet, right? This is the full form of your CSS. We can understand what is style sheet means. We are styling, we are giving sheet means you are creating a new file for writing the style. Now see what is the meaning of cascading. The meaning of cascading is like you are giving some order to it. Cascade means the order in which CSS rules are applied. Okay, suppose the thing is, first of all I am removing this. Here I am taking one div here. Let's take a normal p tag here. I'm giving one my name Fatima Dost. Okay. So here I am taking the styling and targeting this p tag and giving the color as aqua. Okay. Now again I am targeting this p tag only and giving the color name as red. So let's see which one it will be like giving the priority, either to this aqua or to this red. Anyone, any guess? Any guess? Okay, I will tell you. See, red, right? Okay, it will give you the like more priority to this red color. Why? Because the last one, if multiply rules apply to the same element, the last one wins. Why? Because unless the specificity overrides, we will learn about what is specificity. Why? Because see, it will consider the last one, either taking the first one. Based on this cascading rule, the whatever the value you applied on the last, this one is your last value, right? So suppose if I am targeting p this again and giving the color as some more else, I am giving purple, blue, let's see. So now it is taking blue color. Why? Because blue is last applied. So that's why this cascading is want to tell you the last applied styling will be considered more. It will be given more priority to that particular. Okay, that is mean by your cascading. And now comes to what this specificity. Suppose we learn about the inline styling, internal styling, external styling. We learn about this, right? So suppose first of all I am removing this. Okay, here I give aqua here. This is your internal styling, right? Here I am giving this styling inside my head. So this is your internal styling. Suppose if I am giving the styling like using inline styling, and I am giving the background color like color only, I am giving red here. See, here also I am giving some color to this p tag. Here also I am giving some color to this p tag. But which color will be more preferred? Which color will be applied? Like it can't show these two colors at the same time, right? It can't be visible. So let's see which color is visible. See, it is showing you the right red color. Why? Because the specificity mean the priority. The more priority will be given to the inline styling more compared to the internal styling. Getting my point? It is all about the priority. The CSS gives more priority to internal inline styling compared to internal styling. So that's why the red color is applied instead of giving this aqua color. Okay. Same way compare when you create like external styling also, the more priority will be given to this one only. So here we give some numbers to show the priority. What's the priority? The inline styling have lot like more priority. Okay, the largest number of priority will given to the inline styling compared to internal or external. And comes to the ID selector. Suppose here, first of all I am removing it. Suppose I am giving ID here, and here I am giving the ID as my p tag. Okay, and giving the class here, and here I am giving class p, cp I am giving. So suppose targeting this p tag, I'm targeting now the ID selector, that is p. Here I am giving a okay. Let me give some unique name. ID, okay, ID, PID. Okay, here I am giving some color, as aquamarine. Okay, now here I'm targeting now the class name, that is my cp.cp. Here I'm giving, and I'm giving the color as red. Now let's tell me which color will be applied. See, I give the color in three ways. I use ID, class, and its tag name. Right, see, I use the tag name and the ID selector and the class selector. Now tell me which will be more preferred, which will be get the more priority. Anyone? Aquamarine. Anyone else? Okay. See, you are saying aquamarine. See, yeah, you are right. It is aquamarine. Why it is aquamarine? See, as per the rule, as per the specificity rule, as per the like CSS rules also we can tell. Here we are not using inline styling. Okay, so that's why it is seeing the specificity. The ID the thing which the styling which where we are giving inside using the id tag, it will be more preferred. So using this id I am giving the aquamarine. So instead of taking the last one, okay, it is giving the more priority to this id. Why it is giving the more priority to this id? Based on the rule, the id have the largest priority, so that's why it is giving the more priority to it. See, class attribute this p pseudo classes have 10 only priority, so that's why it is not taking that much. So and in this element also it is only one, so that's why it is not compared. Suppose I am removing this one. Now tell me which one will be applied. I am keeping this p on last. Now tell me which one will be applied. Either this aqua or red color. Red. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any guess? Just guessed it. Like you can not only guess, you can to see it from here also. Which thing have the like largest priority? Either class or this tag element. So let's see. I will show you here. This red is getting more priority. Why? Because as per this rule, element have the least priority, right? Compared to this class priority. So that's why the class is getting the its color. In using its class name, I am giving red. So that's why red is visible compared to this aqua. Instead of this, like see, aqua is on last line, last applied, but still it is showing this one. So as per the cascading rule, see, as per this rule, this first one, here it is clearly visible, clearly written. If multiple rules apply to the same element, okay, see, here also we are applying the multiple rules, like multiple styling we are applying to the same element. So it will take the last one, right? It will take the last one unless the specificity overrides it. Okay, by default it will take the last one unless and until the specificity overrides it. So here this specificity overrides it. So that's why it is taking this red color instead of taking this last color. Getting my point? Anyone having any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. I have a basic question.
Yeah,
Why for the same element, why we write two colors, ma'am? Which situation we will write like?
like see, the situation here is, suppose you are not writing the complete project. You are working in a company and there will be some developer who left his job. Okay, you are not able to catch up where this styling. There will be a large, like there will be a large project will be there. You will be not able to understand where is the styling, where is the styling for this particular. Just you want to change the color of it. Suppose I am giving the basic example. See,
Understood, ma'am. I think we are overwriting without disturbing the existing code.
yeah, yeah, you are getting my point. Like in
Yeah.
many big companies, like they follow all the complete things, but some days like they initial developers left their job, you are the new developers. Instead of reading the complete whole code, you just want to change that particular color, particular thing. So you can use this specificity, right, you can use it, like you can give that particular thing a more specificity, more priority to it, and you can change it easily. So in that scenario we use it. Okay, now comes to the inheritance. This one is the last. So we already used this inheritance but didn't uh, talk about it. Anyone wants to ask me anything about more, like about this specificity and cascading? Anyone? Okay,
No, ma'am.
okay, okay, guys. Now let's see what is inheritance. See, the inheritance is some CSS properties are inherited automatically. Okay, what are the by default inherited automatically? I will show you. First of all, just see this example. See, inside this body, I just use this div. I give the parent class, and inside it, I just take one more div, that is your child class. Right now, I target this parent class. I give the color, red, font size, border, padding. Okay, now I'm targeting this child class. Instead of giving color, I want the same color. Whatever the color I give to this parent, I want the same color for this child also. Whatever the font size I give to this, I want the same color here also. Okay, so in that scenario, instead of copying each thing, instead of typing this red again, 20 pixel again, this blue 2 pixel solid blue, all this thing again and again, you can use inherit here. Okay, what it will do, it will directly it will be taken as here. Okay, whatever the color is given here for this color will be applied to here also. Okay, for this this 20 pixel will be applied to here. So we are just inheriting, we are just taking the value from its parent. Okay, what inherit will do, it will take the value from its parent. Okay, when it is not having any parent, it will not be work. Okay, it will not work. Suppose if this child is not having any parent, this inherit will not be work. Okay, so that's why we use this inherit. Instead of writing this complete thing again and again, we are just using this inherit keyword. It will you just have to type this inherit. So whatever the color, this this color, in this case color, we are talking about the color, the parent contains whatever the color value, it will be taken as here. So let me show you the output. See, okay, it is taking the same pixel value as we given to its parent. How it is taking, we are just giving the inherit. It is different from your CSS variable, it is not same. It is taking from its parent only, not from the complete root, right? So that is why we use this inherit. This one is simple, like whatever the thing you have given inside your parent, the same thing you can use in your child also. You just have to use this inherit value. Right, anyone having any doubt in this inheritance? Without using inherit, we write is as per dot child not, let me, is as it work or not, ma'am? Without using inherit, I am not able to understand your doubt, Madhu. Can you please tell me? Just speak. And can you tell me, please, Madhu? I'm not able to understand. Child, we write in quote, ma'am. Okay. See, you can give any class name, right? This is not like a fixed, or you can give any class name. Still, I'm not able to understand your doubt. You can give any class name. Like this is your child, right? Why we are calling this as a child? Because this one is inside this parent, inside this div. It is inside it. So that's why this is a child of this div. So when we are calling any element a child, when it is inside another element, so that at that time we call this as a child. So suppose to this I am giving the pair only, and to this only I am giving child. Okay, child. So still it will work. You just have to change it from here. Like it is not dependent on class names, but to take the values from your parent. This one is your child. How we are calling this as a child? Because this is inside this element. So that's why it is a child of this class name pair. Okay. You want to ask me some anything, like I'm not able to understand your doubt correctly. Okay. Anyone want to ask me anything?
No.
Okay, this one is simple and easy. Yeah, whenever you want to take some value from its parent, when it is inside that, this element is inside this diff, so you want to take it from its parent, you just have to use this inherit. Okay, so for that purpose we use
I
this
think
inherit.
Madhu is asking. I think
Yeah,
we wrote parent, we wrote child. In parent, we wrote the real properties, right? What color, what
yeah,
other
yeah,
property. In child, instead of writing inherit, what if we copy and paste the same properties in the
yeah, it will work properly, right? Yeah, it will work properly, but we want to write professional way, right? Why we should give this the repeated thing again and again? We can use the inherit easily, right? You can't remember all these things. So like when you are writing the code, you just assume you are a like big company's developer. Okay, you are not a like normal person who are writing the code. You just try to assume you are a developer who are working in a big company, so just try to use the professional way, whichever the way you can use. Try to put the comments perfectly, try to use the standard way always. Okay, so using the direct values also you can, it will work, but we already have this inherit, so why should not we use it? Okay, so with this we are done with our CSS. Like there will be like more properties, it will be there, but based on your scenarios you can learn it from, right? You can't learn each and everything, but you just have that much capability, like you can explore it. So for the exploring all the things you can use, there are some official websites are there. MDN also you can use, MDN CSS docs. Okay, so whenever you are working in any companies, you can, when you are facing any issue, you have not learned about it, heard about it, so you can like explore it about it from here, from this website. This is the official website for learning CSS. And web3 schools also you can use. Okay, this website also, it is a good website to learn for the learning purpose. Web3 school, web3 school CSS. See, it is giving all the things, so based on the your like whatever the things you want to learn from here, you can learn it. Okay, and you can use AI also for it. There will be some properties we which we have not covered, so that's why I'm saying you just like try, don't, and you are exploring, like you always have to explore the things. There are CSS contains lot of properties which you can't learn. Okay, just explore it. When you are facing new thing, just try to explore it. So anyone wants to like revision? Let me revise the CSS that you guys want revision. The inherit property only apply to single child, or we can inherit the property of parent to multiple child classes. Yeah, you can inherit to multiple child classes also, Krish. See, suppose in this we are having some more, one more child here. Here I am giving the child 2 dot child 2. Okay, so here suppose I want to inherit all these things. Based on your choice, not all these things, you can give some things, you can inherit something from your parent, or you can give something by your own also. Like suppose I want to give padding as something else, like 10 pixel I am giving. See, it is taking perfectly, right? So it is not like this, you can inherit from parent to only one child, you can inherit all the properties to multiple childs also. Okay, okay, let's do some revision. Just we will do the quick revision, and just make sure to like attend our, yes, tomorrow's class. Like from tomorrow we are going to start our JavaScript. Like JavaScript is our programming language, right? It's already 10. So whatever the thing we have learned, just try to do the revision in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, what is CSS? We use CSS for do the styling part, right? And we learn about what is selector, what are the ways of, like, first we learn what are the ways we can write the CSS. We can use inline CSS, internal CSS, and we can use external CSS. And then after it we learn about the selectors. Selectors are like how to target a element, how to give styling to any element. So there are multiple selectors are there. We can use its tag name, we can use its class name. Okay, we have to use this dot for it, and we can use the id also. Okay, then after it we learn about this grouping selector. We just have to separate it by commas, right? Then we learn about this descendant selector. In this descendant selector, it will select all the elements of, like, this is your parent class, this will be your child class. To target a child class, we are referring from its parent class, like this parent, and we are targeting its child, this p. So it will select all the children. So this is also a children and this is a grandchildren, right? Still it will select it. Okay, and we have child selector also, like a I think I didn't explain you this thing, right? I told you I will explain you this later, right? Okay, I will we will see this one. Then we will do the revision in our next class. Then we will start our JS JavaScript. Okay, so in our now we are going to like cover this one. I think I told you we will learn about this in next classes. I forget it. Let's see this one. See, here we are having this example. I'm talking about this descendant selector. What descendant selector will do? It will select all the elements which is inside the parent. See, I'm targeting this. I'm taking this. See here, this is your parent class, right? Because inside it, I am giving all these things. So all these things becomes your children. This is your grandchildren. Means this from this parent. This is the grandchildren. But I am using the descendant selector here. Using style here, giving this. See, I am just first of all targeting this p tag, parent tag, and giving some space for using the descendant selector. You just have to give one space. Then the your child name. Okay, my child here is parent, this p tag, so giving my child name. Okay, now this green color will be applied to this children and to this children also. That is what this descendant selector will do. Just see it. See, it is targeting all this children. This is your direct children and this is your nested children. Still it is targeting to all these two children. Okay, but in the case of this child selector, this greater than symbol, it only selects your direct children, not your nested children. Okay, instead of giving this space, instead of using this descendant selector, I am using this greater than symbol. Now let's see. See, it is choosing only the direct children, not the nested children. So this is the just a basic difference between this descendant children and this descendant selector and this child selector. And after it we have adjacent sibling selector also. Adjacent sibling selector is like suppose I am removing it. I am having one h1 tag and this is your sibling, right? I am using the p tag here. I am giving a months tag. Okay, see, this is one is your sibling and these are two siblings, right? Why we are calling these as siblings? Because they are not nested with each other. They are on same level, right? We ended here and here also we ended. Suppose I am taking one more, suppose strong I am taking and I am giving my name. Okay, so these three are siblings. Why we are calling these as siblings? Because they are not nested with each other. They are not inside it. they are on same level, so that's why we are calling this as sibling. So this adjacent sibling, what this adjacent sibling will do, suppose you want to target this p tag. So I am taking the reference by from its parent, from its sibling. So for that scenario I am using it like this. See, like you guys can have a doubt like this, why should I use this siblings like this? I can directly target this p tag, right? I will tell you why we use it. I'm using like this h1 plus p and giving some styling here. I'm giving a background color aqua. See, okay, right. So this aqua color is getting applied to this paragraph tag. How it is getting applied? I'm taking the reference. I'm taking its sibling reference. I'm saying apply this background color to this p tag whose sibling is h1. Okay. Apply this background color to this p tag whose sibling is h1. So similarly, like suppose I can say it like this also. I can apply this to strong also. Okay, strong is not working. Strong. Okay, let's see this one, why it is not working. Normally we use not use this strong, right? So let's better we do one thing. Instead of this strong, I am using h3. I think there is some gap between, like this is not adjacent, right? So that is why it is not working. What is mean by adjacent? Like one by one, right? It is not adjacent, so that's why this strong is not working. Instead of taking this h1, I am taking p here. So now these two are adjacent, right? This is line by line, so these are adjacent. See, now it is getting applied properly. So that is why we use this adjacent sibling selector. You can taking the reference from its sibling. Instead of directly targeting this strong tag, I am using this sibling from here. Why we do it like this? The purpose of doing it like this is some scenarios you have to give the reference. You have to use the reference. You can't directly. Suppose there are multiple strong tags here. Like after it also there is some strong tags. We will just cover finish it after it. I'm giving some random text. See, this blue color is not getting applied to this one. Okay, why we are using this adjacent sibling? Because I want to give this particular styling to the adjacent, means after it, which is coming after this p tag only, not like before, like after multiple times. So that's why we use this adjacent sibling. This blue color is getting applied to this first strong only, not to the second one. Okay, then like we have attribute selector. Okay, this one is last, guys. We learn about this pseudo classes. Let's see this attribute selector. You can target it by using its attribute also. I will tell you here. Like suppose, so I am removing it, and here I am giving anchor tag, and here I am giving href http. Okay, so let me close it. I am giving Amazon. So inside this styling, you can use this like attribute selector here. You can use this. There are some more symbols are there, but this one is important, so I'm telling you this one. So you can target it like this: a href equal to http. Okay, if it is matched, then give color as green. Let me show you. See, it is taking the green color. How it is taking this green color? We are saying it like this: if this anchor tag contains, this href contains http, if it is matched, completely matched, then only give the green color. Okay, if it is not my match, suppose if I am giving only HT only, see it is not, it is showing Amazon, right? Why? Because why we use this attribute selector? Suppose in some website the URL like this only, they contains http, and some URLs contain https are the secure one. So you can differentiate the colors based on its attributes. Okay, if it is secure one, then give the green color. If it is not secure, give red color. So like this you can differentiate it. Okay, so in that scenario we use this attribute selector. Okay, we do the revision part in our next class. We will completely revise this CSS, whatever the things we have covered in complete CSS. We will revise it, and then we will move to our JavaScript. So anyone having any doubt in our today's class?
I'm on request, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Suppose we see a very nice animation for one button in a website.
Okay.
Okay. And we want to apply that portion alone, that very nice animation style into our web page. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
if possible, help us to identify those portions which we are, which we require from the
yeah.
whole code of the web page. Because the web page is big, means complex, means so many codes will be there, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So from there, how to correctly find out, pick that portion, and then insert it into our existing code.
Yeah, suppose you are asking about you have the code of particular website. Did you have the code?
Yes.
Okay, if you have the code, it will becomes easy, very easy, right? If you
Tomorrow
have,
you explain to me, ma'am, because I'm not knowing it, how to do.
like I am explaining you, suppose you have large amount of code for that particular animation using its class name. Suppose like for that particular animation there will be some keyword, right? So you can
Okay.
use the control F from here
All
and you
right.
can search it.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a control F here. There will be
Mhm.
some class name, right? You can search for that class name using like animation like this. It will it will be directly target that particular keyword.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, you can use this control F for it. Anyone else want to ask me anything? Okay, guys. I know there is we take some little much more time. So, but this is worthy, right? So just be available. Make sure be on time. We are going to start JavaScript from our tomorrow's class. Okay, guys. For today's class, I'm going to end our class. Thank you.
Thank you.